So I've got a few things to do first before we do this.
I know that. But if there were two of me walking...
That's not gonna have anything. This is what I want to do, though.
I'm being serious.
Nice. Oh, I used the salmon pone. God damn it. Okay, so I need crabs. Salmon. Moonfish. And that's pretty much it, I think, right now. Bass. Okay. So crab. Salmon. Bass. Salmon. Who's meowing? You okay, penguin? Moonfish. So crab, salmon, moonfish, and bass. And that's pretty much it, I think, right now. Frostclaw circulators and tide ripper tailfins. Penguin! You can get up there. I don't know why she was acting like she was being stopped from going up there. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I could use a drink.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
There we go.
Aloy,
Right to work, I see.
there's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there. Returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
Yeah.
If you wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the diviners haven't recovered.
All right.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
Probably get killed.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. It's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Pharaoh spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named Sio, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro, a renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the
Damn.
expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse. But nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door. And more convinced that the title of CEO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what Principal Diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CEO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of what I would expect of people that worshipped
The ancestors.
people from, like,
Is
today.
that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
I would say so.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that.
Okay. So I'm just checking with Mux with when he's gonna be ready.
I need to get going, but if you need anything,
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan Gaia told me about to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alba. How are things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
Fair, I feel like the Tanox would like that.
Read anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
It's always
I
so
need to get
funny
going.
seeing like what they
Right.
think of everything.
You've retrieved the Omega clearance. That means we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. I'll make sure my gear's ready.
There's Quen stuff in here now. Must be Alva's.
Ever since the expedition landed and we encountered barbarians, Tanox, a question has been gnawing at me. Given the massive distance between here and the Great Delta, how is it possible that we all speak the same language? I mean, the legacy tells us that the ancestors had many languages. How did it all get reduced to one? For questions like these, it's handy to have a super friendly intelligence around. I love Gaia. She's so nice and patient, even when I can't stop talking and bombard her with overlapping queries. And while she can't explain everything I asked her, for this one she had the answer. Apparently, the Zero Dawn system was designed to release people into the world as young adults. After being educated via the Apollo database, I sure wish I could have gone to that school. Language instructions was supposed to be a big part of the coursework. Students were to be encouraged to learn many languages, thus keeping alive the vibrant linguistics of the old world. But when Ted Faro erased Apollo, he makes me so mad. Zero Dawn reverted to its default language, and that's all the kids in the cradle facilities ever got. So our ancestors, our tribal ones, not the legacy ones, all started with the same speech and never got to learn any more. Mystery solved. Yet another rotten, completely unfair thing that shithead, beg my pardon, did to the world. Ow. That's actually, I never thought of it that way. I figured it would be something like that, but that actually makes a lot of sense.
Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tanakh. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
That about sums it up.
Hey, Tashio. You would have caught me a couple hours ago, but you got watching Mad Max Fury Road instead. No worries. I mean, you missed a big story quest that was fucking awesome. So, I guess you helped avoid spoilers for yourself? Although I'm about to do another story quest, so...
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure.
Maybe I'll go do this first.
I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
Because I should let him get his arm
My
first.
Thanks, Aloy.
So we'll see if we get to it then before Mux is ready. Depends on how long that quest is going to be, I guess.
I have to go now.
Then do not let me keep you.
You've been doing the No Man's Sky expedition
Like I
too?
said,
I still need to
I'll
do
call
that.
you when I'm close to Regala's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the Ten guide your way.
Okay, so they just planted a metal flower there.
Find the right strategy. But forget it. The man is unbeatable at machines.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
I see all of us settled in nicely.
Our new Quen friend? The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Yeah, that's all of it for you.
I've got to, during my lunch break, I got to run this dresser out to the dumpster because nobody took it.
Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted.
Everybody that was interested, like, bailed. So, I don't know if they just
What?
changed their minds.
I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
But I'm also wondering if they were just trying to get an address and a time that I wouldn't be home to look and see if it was worth breaking into. Or hoping I would take it down once it wasn't, like, that I would throw it out once it wasn't, like, once nobody bought it, and then they would just go dumpster dive for it. Joke's on them. I'm taking it apart and throwing it right up in the dumpster. There's no way they're gonna get it. So.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once.
And it's not that, like, I don't like waste. But, I mean, this thing is, like, really old anyways, so other stuff that I have is probably more likely to actually
should
get
go get this to
sold
Gaia.
Of course. Let us know when
and
we're
be more
needed.
useful.
There she is.
What's Aaron got?
Heard you had an interesting time at Thebes.
Maniacs, lava, what's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend. Did you find anything out about the Sons of Prometheus?
Yeah, my contacts are looking into it, but nothing yet. Plus, I have the Vanguard checking Chain Scrape and Barren Light, in case these guys are moving any supplies through there. But if they are, I'll bet they're being careful about it.
Yeah. And they have focuses, too. Makes it easier for them to evade guards and patrols.
Hold on. Way back, when we first met, you came looking for me in Meridian because you detected Olin's focus with yours, right? So does that mean that if I go back to the Daunt with this...
You could scan for other focuses.
And if an Oseram is wearing one of these, they'd have to be a part of that Prometheus group.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I've been known to have those once in a while.
Just let me know if you find anything.
You got it.
You should know. Sylens is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. He's the one who gave them the override tech to begin with.
Why doesn't that surprise me? That's probably all part of some master plan, huh?
At least we know we're good at wrecking those.
Damn straight.
All right. Okay. We're gonna go help Kotallo get his arm back first.
I'll give you the heads up.
Just because I don't know if I go into Gaia's room, if she's going to... I don't know. I feel like we should have him ready with his
Kotallo
arm.
wanted us to test out his new arm. I'm not sure what he's planning. Hey, Kotallo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly. Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
Where's his arm?
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
Does this river go up to a lake? I wonder if there's salmons up here, too.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
All right, talk to me, Kotallo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
That would have hurt, because those are big-ass spikes on that thing.
After you. Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Watch it! Fight harder!
Shock? Okay.
Use this opportunity! I'll take it! I'm not letting this one go!
Where the hell was that going? That's not fair.
Are you still breathing? Won't give up!
Much better.
I made it angry. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Farm eggs, milk, and explore up as I go. No, I died! You thought the troll was mean to the environment?
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Careful! Dangerous into the missing part! This one's mine! Here's some ammo! We can't finish this if you die! Take these! Move it!
I can keep going.
With honor!
Fuck! God damn it! Holy crap, that thing is like one-shotting me. Okay.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
You clipped it! Good! There! That happened! Here! Fight me!
Ancient!
It's no good. Gotta keep up the fight and build my stamina.
You should respect the Outlander.
Fuck! Shit!
Okay.
Whew!
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels... wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The Ten be with you, Aloy.
Didn't I break his ears off? I should have picked them up before because I think they disappeared. I'm gonna go up here because I want to see if this lake has fish in it too. Has salmon in it as well. No, it probably won't though, because this doesn't look like an actual... Yeah, I don't think it's going to. Okay, we will go back to here then. And then we'll see about doing the main quest. And then I will take the... I don't know, what do you guys think? Because I was thinking about doing the main quest and then powering out a bunch of side content now that we'll have, hopefully, be able to fly. But I don't know how long it's going to go, and I don't want to go too late, because me and Max were going to do Valheim.
Is your focus acting up again?
I'm also kind of hungry, so...
Welcome back.
Okay, data module's in.
So I'm only missing 2.
like this one. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct, but the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons...
Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to finish as far as I wanted, so
From the Zeniths.
Good.
I'll go a little bit longer and then...
Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. A slave. Forever. We have a solid plan. You helped come up with it. Without you there, the probability that the Zeniths discover us is high. But with you, that risk is much less. We'll get Hephaestus, get out, and come back here. It'll be okay. No! You can't guarantee that. I told you from the beginning, we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't.
Not that I know
all the data
of.
from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
But she's looked at all the data, so... she had Rost.
Beta. You don't have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Rost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. Like you said, odds are in our favor if I do. We have to succeed. But you have to promise me one thing.
Don't let them take me alive.
Of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again.
Yep.
Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Do I have any others titled The Vault? $626, so that's going to be one of the numbers. Okay. Am I missing other data points in here? Or do I need to get Hephaestus first?
We just need to find the right strategy. Forget it. The man is unbeatable at machine stuff.
Alright.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything alright? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
I should go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
No, that's not my room. That's their room. My room is over here. Vroom, vroom.
All this time, I've been so focused on what Elizabeth was like, what she would do. I was wrong to hold Beta to that standard. I probably shouldn't even be doing it to myself. I'll try to do better. So much of who I am is because of Rost. Even now, he's still teaching me. And he'd probably scold me for taking so long to learn the lesson.
Aw. Alright.
So this is the best.
Let's go talk to Gaia, but then we'll or no, you know what? I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna go take lunch. And then we'll come back with some Valheim. Then the big question is, do I do more side shit? Because, let me see my map. I mean, there's still a bunch of map markers we haven't even like map areas we haven't even gone to yet. Oh, there's a black box up there, too. I haven't figured out how to get here. Oh, maybe I have to go down here. And there's a cauldron there, too. Okay. Okay, I might have some ideas for the week, then. Okay, I have some ideas for Monday and Tuesday. All right, guys. Thank you. Did I not get that one either? All right, guys. I will be back. It was sounding like the next mission may be close to the end. But I can't even do a bunch of side quests until after I do the Prometheus one. Because the Cauldron Gemini, to get the sun, this thingy, the Sunwing override, is the next mission. But these guys are Cauldron Gemini. See? I'm not saying it's not close to the end, but I'm going to have to do it in order to 100% everything. Like, it's like doing the metal, getting the metal, being able to break the metal flowers and swim. I can't, and I'm pretty sure there's a Vista Point I can't get without flying. Yeah, see, this one requires Gemini. But that doesn't mean we can't do a bunch of side shit, so. See, and that's level 30, whereas I've got quests that are like level 32. I've got side shit we can do, though, so we will do some more side shit. But for now, I'm going to go for a break. I'm going to get some lunch, get this thing taken back to the dumpster, and then we will be back with Valheim with Mux. So, hold tight, guys. I will be back, hopefully in not too long. And we'll see you guys all then. See you soon. Oh, wait. Actually, hang on. Wait. I'm going to send a raid. We're going to raid beaches while I go get food. All right, guys. I will be back. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you guys all soon. Bye, everybody.